Yeah, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to our Monday live stream. And we're continuing our weekday streams of Terra Invicta, which has been incredibly fun. So nice to have. Before we get started, I want to say thank you very much to Avant Geek for the gift subs to the channel. That is much appreciated. Let's get the main screen turned on. Have a look at all you beautiful people. Wow, I can only imagine. But I mean, it's clear that you must be creative and interesting and intelligent to watch, you know, the kind of games we play here. So I assume that comes with a matching beauty. The only thing that makes any sense, right? Back to fighting the eyes. I notice now again. I've been trying really hard not to get spoiled on anything about the game in the future and things like that. Technically, I'm subscribed to the Terra Invicta subreddit, but you know, I only click on a few posts that don't look like they're going to be spoilery. But I have noticed a trend to like refer to the aliens as eyes, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just a nickname that's been picked up by the community, or maybe there's a reason for it. I don't. Chat is just a mirror. Oh, jote. Thank you. How goes the fight against Xenomenace? So I was actually worried. I think when we started the last stream, I think I was concerned because xenofungus and things was growing all over the place. I'm like, oh my god, have I already fallen behind on cleansing the alien scourge from our planet? But then we had 2 successful assassinations of alien agents, which has been wonderful. I've been really happy about that. I expect there's still some kicking around. We're gonna have to keep our eyes open for other messages about alien sounding activity. And I believe there might have still been a ship in low Earth orbit or very nearby when we left things off. I guess if I go to the intelligence screen and aliens, Victor 18 is transferring to low Earth orbit 1. Which I assume is going to result in another alien landing. So there might still be alien agents roaming around. I mean, aside from the servants who have got their own issues. But there'll probably be some more later. Go to the fleet screen, it's better. This fleet screen? Oh, you can choose factions. The aliens. Oh, look at these cool graphs. That's so neat. Okay, Victor 18 is transferring to low Earth orbit, but it won't be until November. Okay. This is actually a great screen. I love this user interface. Oh, Victor 6 is already here? Oh, Victor 6 in... Oh, these 2 that are highlighted in yellow. Is that just what I need to look for the ones that are earthing? But yeah, in low Earth orbit, Earth surveillance, December 2025. Wait, do we know what their mission is? Do we know they're doing surveillance until then? Huh. We also know, I guess, their combat stats. So I'm guessing this is what, 1 ship over here? Maybe they have 20 total ships, so this is 1 here in this fleet. A fleet of 1 ship with a combat strength of 192. That'll be interesting to keep in mind. Easier filter for Earth, okay. Oh, actually, yeah, because there was a location filter, wasn't there? Yeah, aliens. Earth. There you go. Hey. Oh, thank you. That is really handy, Mal. Much appreciated. In terms of our status, the last 2 VODs have been uploaded to YouTube. YouTube is still processing this morning. I'm hoping that after the stream, I'll be able to make stream 4 live on the UbTub, and then the plan is to make 5 live tomorrow. For those of you who do prefer to watch the YouTube VODs, but again, we'll catch up on some stuff here, and I think they're still worth watching. You know what? Hertzilla says UI design here. I gotta say, the first time I played this, I remember a couple years ago, and admittedly that was still like, I think it was just the demo and like maybe pre-early access days or something like that. I did find things a little clumsy. There's a lot of information in this game, and it's not that hard to navigate. I think this bar on the left is kind of too noisy to be useful. And we can tune the message settings, and maybe there's some stuff we could filter out to make this useful again. But ignoring this, I find the game does a pretty good job of conveying a lot of information on the screen without being overwhelming, and the deeper cuts of information are relatively easy to reach with some click-throughs. Some of the tooltips are quite large for good or for ill, right? Some of these tooltips are just giant walls of text, but they do have the information. You know where the shipbuilding tutorial is? I do not. We'll get to shipbuilding at some point here. Maybe the shipbuilding tutorial is going to be you guys. Is there a shipbuilding tutorial in the game? I mean, there's a codex has got some information on things. Admittedly, I haven't gone through here too much. Ship design. So we'll probably read through these at some point. Now, I don't know if that's the same as the tutorial, what you mean. Sparkier Jones. But I don't know. Dividers on the right-hand side of the screen would be nice. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing, it would be nice to be able to sort these in some way. We did realize that these auto-sort based on the, we think it was the level of the base. Like, not all the Mars bases are together, but I think it's because some of these are outposts and some of these are settlements. But it would sort of be nice to maybe have all the Mars things together or some other sorting things. I mean, we can filter some things in and out of this. It's not bad. This outliner is fine. I am a little bit worried that it might get kind of long later, in which case we'll probably start to use these filters a little bit more. But I guess for now it's going to be okay. Yeah, these aren't tabs, they're just toggles. It might be better if they were tabs. I don't know if it needs dividers, because it is, at least so far, it's being pretty easy for me to tell because of the icons and the grouping. But I don't know if I mean, dividers probably wouldn't hurt. The only thing I know about building ships is you need a crap load of class steel and advanced components. Okay, well, hopefully we get some trade ships that come by, and maybe we'll set up a deep mineral drill. Okay, now, our agents. So, where are we? We have full control over the United States, which is great because, of course, they have a whacking good economy. Tech levels are pretty good, and I think they have the most advanced military at this stage of the game. We've been investing in the military tech most recently. I think this is the first stream where I haven't made adjustment to the priorities, and I think I'm kind of comfortable continuing this. We're still investing in knowledge, trying to get the actual education as high as possible. That's pretty good. It's also going to boost the democracy a little bit more, which seems good for stability. I think what we'll probably do is we'll start pulling back on the knowledge relatively soon, but I think I'm okay to keep it going for now. We've got a trickle of unity in here. Mostly it was to keep up our passive public opinion, although it looks like it has pulled back there. I'm leery about investing just too much in unity because we don't actually need the cohesion to get any higher, and unity investments also brings down democracy, so we might just have to make a few public opinion missions from time to time, or we just temporarily boost the unity a bit, because it does seem to radically increase public opinion every time it clicks through without maybe affecting the others quite as strongly. I'm actually wondering if we just go across the board 1 pip in unity, at least for now, just to try to maintain this. I mean, we're over 50%, but I'd like to keep a little bit of that buffer. I'd feel a lot better if it was 80%. Have we tried combat yet? Well, we did invade Mexico. More on that in a second. So we also have control over Canada. And we're happy about that. We're using Canada as a way to develop mission control. Now, I understand that there is a cap somewhere. Yeah, a region's mission control maximum capacity is a function of the region's GDP and its education. I don't know if it tells you what the cap is, or if it will warn us at some point. I'm assuming we're nowhere near the cap on that. But at some point, there is a maximum... Oh, sorry, this is mission control over here. There is a maximum amount of mission control you can have in a country based on its GDP. Go to the Regions tab. Oh. Really? Oh, thank you. Like how Quebec has a claim on Montreal. A little bit of a separatist movement could still be happening here. Okay. So actually, we are quite close to nearing the cap of mission control in Canada. Looks like we can have 1 more point in Whitehorse, and a point in Montreal, and a point in Toronto, Ottawa, and then we will be capped. At which point, it'll be interesting to see where we decide to spend our resources here. I might do the same thing as the US and put in 1 point of unity across the board. 14% spend might be a little bit more than we need, but I might be okay. Again, just to keep the public support relatively high, and that'll be all right. Armies deployed outside the home province reduce the country's investment points in each turn. Yes, that is true. So the reason, we declared war on Cuba. We declared war on Cuba because it had been recommended, because it does give you a point of cohesion as you sort of unify the world that way, which makes a lot of sense. We declared war without any intention to ever go in and actually invading Cuba. But then the UK and France, which is now formed up enough that they just call themselves the European Union now, did also declare war, and they sent some troops over there. So at some point, the war against Cuba might end, and presumably being occupied by probably the British. Actually, now, the British still have a tank in here, so I actually don't know who would come out ahead. Hopefully the European Union, because it's the initiative. If it's this British tank here, it would actually go to the servants, because the servants still control the executive control point in the UK. Anyways, that. Now, in addition to that, someone, I believe France, declared war on Mexico and asked us to come in. And we said yes. And then we went and we were responsible for throwing a bunch of tanks in Mexico. And we did just recently win that war, which gives us full control over Mexico. Now, we had done some spoils on them for a little bit, but that was a while ago. So right now, I think we're kind of okay. Now, Mexico, partially because of how it started, and partially because of the things we did to it, and partially because of the war, currently has a high level of insurgency. So currently, I've left our military parked here because it is helping to burn down the unrest. Once that gets lower, we will bring our troops home, which will help our economy, but right now we're leaving them in there. In terms of spending, we're doing a lot of welfare because they have high wealth inequality. We're boosting knowledge and unity because both of those will contribute to increasing cohesion. Unity, I believe, more than knowledge, but knowledge right now will help bring it up towards 5. And I'd also like to bring the government up because I want this to become a more stable nation at this point and maybe do some a little bit of long-term investment. Mexico City can actually take a lot of control points, which is going to be nice. So I think we'll probably invest in that at some point. Now, let's talk about the UK. The UK over here is currently, the executive control point is controlled by the servants, which we don't want. The servants are the ones who are the agents of the aliens, really. For whatever reason, they think the aliens are super awesome and want to help them in every way possible. They used to control both the executive control point and the media, but we did go and break this down. Now, since then, they have gone and re-secured their control point here, which is annoying because I don't think they had this when we started our crackdown purge. We might still have a chance to do it. We'll see how it shakes out, and then we'll check the numbers, but there is that. Now, there's also the initiative in here. They don't bother me as much, although we might look to purge them. The big thing is we want to remove the servants from the executive position in the UK because we don't want them to control these nukes. And it's a rich, powerful nation, so it'd be nice to push them out over there. Otherwise, we still have control over Kazakhstan. At some point soon, in theory, the boost from Kazakhstan is not going to be as important as more of our mining kicks in. It's already starting to get in a much better position over here. And so at some point we might be fine with just abandoning Kazakhstan and not dealing with them. But for now, we've got that. In addition, we've got a number of space bases in play, and some things are still being delivered over there. We did assassinate, as mentioned, 2 alien agents, which is one of the reasons that our threat level is currently at a 3. It sort of had a baseline of 2. We assassinated one, went to a 3. It immediately went back down to 2. We assassinated the second one. It went up to a 4. It has since then burned down to a 3. We're hoping we're not going to get targeted too hard by the aliens. Hopefully, this is going to burn away pretty quickly. We'll see. Save aliens, don't kill them. Okay, Dominique Q is clearly an agent of the servants. We should probably get them banned. There's a number of HAB modules that have a boost upkeep, so you want to keep Kazakhstan. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, we are getting some boost from the United States over here, of course, but there's that. We are 2 wars? Oh yeah, we got called into a war with Moldova. I noticed we were in 2 wars because of our cohesion here still is sitting at a 2 from wars. And I was like, what's going on here? But yeah, someone called us into a war against Moldova, and we're like, all right, fine, whatever, who cares? Anyway, we can unpause, get the game flowing, and we're going to see if this crackdown and purge in the UK is successful.
We've
Again,
moved the needle.
I think when we were planning it, I don't think they had re-protected their stuff again. Research and development teams report we're able to undertake the Ferrosites project, which is one of our objectives. So I'm just going to flag it as a favorite so that we remember.
Crackdown complete.
Okay, we succeeded under crackdown. We had a 50% chance to successfully crack down. We got a great roll on it. That's wonderful. Even though they're still defended, this should set us up very nicely for a purge. It might not work on our first go, but it should still put us in a good overall position. The crackdown, I think, lasts for a little bit. Good job, agents. Unification. European Union, under the control of Initiative, and Estonia have decided to merge in a single nation. Superior Judith Howell shall not hinder their arrival. Yeah, the servants are pretty pissy at me.
DALL-Z is secure.
Oh, we assaulted an alien asset. That's great. I suspect this also boosts the aliens' aggro against us, although probably not as hard as us assassinating one of their agents. I think, like, once we get to the point of, like, spaceship combat and stuff, I think assaulting their bases in the solar system, I think, is something that's supposed to raise their alert really high. Oh, they don't care about the unifloor at all. Okay, cool. I guess it's just some plants. Sure. Our assault on the alien life forms in the Bangui region was successful. We estimated we reduced the alien flora and fauna by 73%. God damn. Okay. I'm not even in Moldova. I'm not there. I'm just lending my tacit support to, I think, France's invasion? The government of the United States of America has been included in war crimes against Moldova. Damage already done. So I can't do promise to investigate because we don't have $5,000. I can't spin and deflect because we don't have network propaganda or 300 influence. So we just have a regrettable and entirely preventable tragedy. So the resistance commits an atrocity. Now, I don't know where those atrocities are tracked, even if they even are. I know that some of our agents could have a ethical trait, which means that every time we commit an atrocity, they lose some loyalty. I suspect it probably has an impact on public support. Global tab in Intel. Okay, I don't know if I've... Oh! There's an atrocity counter! Oh! We're at 2 over here. Humanity First is only at 1. We're being more atrocious than the extremists. The Servants have done 2, the Protectorate have done 2, and the Academy, I think, have done 1. The atrocity scoreboard. Wow. Wow. Is there a way to lower the chance that we'll perform an atrocity? Like, this just happens if you're in a war. It just starts to happen. So overall, global public opinion, we are leading the global public opinion. Weirdly enough, there's 21% of people who are undecided. Oh, this is where we can find out frickin' global warming stats as well. Oh, that's really useful. I have heard some people say that the true end boss of the game isn't the aliens, it's global warming. Just don't do atrocities. That's the easiest way not to do them. I played too much RimWorld. I don't know how to not do that. There's prices for delivery to low Earth orbit. Oh, that's quite interesting. Wow. It'd be nice to have some graphs for these to know how, like, we're trending. Full screen, I haven't looked. Atrocity's got to collect them all.
Stronger. Apart, we're weaker, yeah? Sounds great on paper, love. But the trouble is, there's always some bloke with a loud voice who wants to keep us apart, and a whole lot of someone else's bankrolling him.
These good voice actors.
Commander Fiona Ayawade, personal correspondence.
This is us. This is the leader of the resistance. This is sort of our character here. Responding to an email from her cousin. Unity movements. Historically, people are defined by national and geographical borders. Recent decades, however, has seen political and cultural movements that span countries and continents alike, as computers and smartphones rendered possible instant communications with anyone everywhere, and made physical location increasingly irrelevant. By beginning the long process of organizing like-minded states into new alliances and even collectives, the people of the world will be better able to endure the seismic changes caused by both alien arrival and humanity's rapid technological evolution. This will require a new approach to democracy and, in some cases, the overthrow of unsympathetic local leaders. Disruption will be unthinkable, but there will be potential for greater world unity in its wake. Okay, so this is one of the ways that you can unify more countries into a big mega country. Now, I don't believe it's a big list, but I don't think our North American Union is in this. I think it's a follow-up to this. Now, I had actually hoped, I tried to sneak in to see if we could come out ahead. We were very close to be the one with the most research, but I clearly must have just fallen shy over here, which is a shame. So I'm just going to bring this back to the baseline over here and see what we can do. Yeah, it's called, as I say, that tech led to Great Nations, and I was hoping to sneak in and be first so that we could pick Great Nations after it was done. It wasn't a huge deal because this tech, all of the projects for it were 100%, so we're guaranteed to get all of them, but most of them aren't necessarily relevant because you're unifying something we don't necessarily care about. But we are cruising towards, we already have a lock on this one. Literally no one can beat us here. We're keeping a trickle of science in, but no one can beat us here. So after industrialization space, we will get to choose a tech. And I might try to lead in a second pool. We might try to compete in 2 going forward. It might be a little tricksy. If we invest more tech in here, it's going to slow down our projects. So there's some hit and miss, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, the advanced atomic manipulation over here, we haven't invested much in it. Just a little trickle to get just the bonus extra tech, because we are still trying to advance humanity's research regardless.
We are in control now.
Yes! We have purged the last of the servants from the NK. Oh, we're still at 99% success chance. Okay, no problem. Easy peasy. We are not even over our control limit. We're 2 points under the cap, which is a beautiful thing. We're clearly going to want to go and secure this second point over here. That's great. Now that we have control over about 50% of the economy, we actually have to choose a little bit more intentionally where we might want to work over here. The first point, I didn't really care too much. I'm like, oh, we'll put it in knowledge just as a baseline, but we've got that. Now, the initiative are spending a bunch in military tech, which fine, and a bunch in mission control, which seems like a good idea. Now we're going to get half the mission control, and the initiative are going to get the other half. Maybe we can displace the rest of these guys afterwards, but it's not as much of a pressure. The big thing... Why am I on DEFCON? Well, it's DEFCON 2, really, right? Because it starts at 5. DEFCON 5 is like the least dangerous. DEFCON 1 is like thermonuclear war. Why did the threat level go up? Is it from shooing out the servants from here? I didn't kill another alien just now. Knocking the servants out of here because we purged them. Wow. Okay, that's terrifying. I think, as I say, I think we're gonna have to chill out. If we do find another alien agent, I think we have to assassinate them. But right now we don't know about any, so... Aliens protect their bro servants. Damn. Oh, that's terrifying. The tech in the UK is pretty good. So actually, I don't think we really have to do that. The income inequality is high and growing. So what I think we're going to do is we'll throw in some welfare spending to help offset this, just to keep it, you know, okay. I think I'll do the same thing where we put one little dot of unity in here with the idea that, well, this will boost public support for both myself and the initiative. So maybe, oops, I was gonna say, maybe I won't bother with that currently. I think the military is fine. I think the mission control is fine. So we could throw some more in there, or we could just keep our spending here, just because since the initiative is doing this, we don't have to throw some dots in here. And mostly what we're doing is we're going to contribute to a little bit of welfare and just make sure the income inequality stays okay. Also, nation sustainability score is 2.6. It's actually pretty good. I was noticing, was in Canada, was it red? Is it because it's really low? Yeah, I blame the oil sands. We might, in Canada, we might want to invest more in welfare just to bring up our sustainability score. We don't really need the welfare for the income inequality the same way. No, we'll leave it as is for now. Hey, Witte! Oh, man, Planet Crafter is awesome. Thing is, Kiss for Luck has been telling me for ages to play the game, and I kind of did, because you know what? At this point, I think I'm so gun-shy about the idea of diving into a survival crafting game because the market is flooded with them. It turns out Planet Crafter is awesome, though. Good vibe. All right. Yeah, well, I think we'll go with this for the UK. Okay, yeah, we took over the army. That's good. High unrest in Mexico. I mean, we're running... The unrest is dropping in Mexico. Game, like... Because, again, we've got our troops there and things. We could run a stabilizing mission, and we may.
Where do you
Ceci is still currently improving relations in the United Kingdom, which I don't hate. We can probably... What I'm going to do, actually, is I might give you the mission here one more time.
We'll make
But I think he had been set on a permanent mission.
the op?
Well, maybe not. Maybe I was telling him to repeat. But this will just do it one time, and then we'll do something else. Mr. Natrim is currently on a permanent assignment in the United States to support, which is okay. Although, maybe we'll use you to defend interests. We're going to see what we do with the others first.
Standing by for
And see how it
orders.
goes. I am wondering about investigating the unknown agent here in the UK, because presumably it might be the servants. Yeah, and Flamebeard is our investigator. So I think that's what's going to happen. Could even be an alien.
Ready.
Oh, the UK army in Cuba. That's a good question. What are we going to do with that? Radical? I guess Radical can defend interests. I don't know that we have anything to espionage currently. Yeah, all right. You defend interest in the Ook.
Securing our interests.
And then Gene C,
Until-
I think you're going to just keep going around burning down plants. Which seems like a pretty good idea.
We are going in.
Now, we did get a refresh on our stuff here. Oh, let's check XP here. Were we doing a mega save up for you? No, I don't think so. Your admin's gotten pretty good. I think the hope was to give you another 5 admin thingy. That's interesting. Oh, no, there it is. I couldn't see the little magnifying glass. Can we give you this? Why not? Okay, Wu needs 1 extra admin, because then she could pick up Octan's intelligence agency, which would be perfect for her with the +2. I suspect she can already do all the missions this grants her, but it doesn't cost any influence. It's just money, which is fine. Although our income's nowhere near the same it was before. ISIS brands are just money. Unfortunately, you know what? God, I can't believe terrorists have ruined a name. It's probably the worst thing terrorists have ever done in the world is ruin the name ISIS. Okay, I may be forgetting about a few other things. But yeah, I mean, ISIS is a cool name. You get freaking Egyptian goddess and everything like that. And now nobody can use it ever, because people only think of the one thing. I'm sorry, minus $357? Okay. I didn't realize we were spending so much. National Reconnaissance Office is apparently costing us $200 by itself. It's pretty effing good, though. Gives us 2 control, 3 investigate, and there's the 3. There's the 140 as well. These things are so expensive, but we're paying for mission control. Yeah, these seem really good. I think we worked hard actually to get these on her. I think last episode. We may have to invest in a little bit more funding, or spoils somewhere. That's entirely possible. Oh, is this costing us boost? To buy a one-time shot. Okay. Secret Service. I think we are looking to grab some of these, but we needed some influence saved up. Oh, there's ISIS brands and ISIS products. Okay. I don't think I'm picking up any of these right now. I think we probably will look to Octans. But yeah, I think we're okay right now. All right. So mission deployment is okay. Oh, hold on. Cecily has a lot of experience. They're not capped on their orgs, which does feel a little bit of a waste over here. Mostly because I'm hoping to get more persuasion orgs, but you could go and hold something else that gives us production. Do I just go and spend anyway? Mr. Natrum, you don't need more admin. I mean, we could invest in admin just to free it up and move it somewhere else, but it comes out to the same. You're at exactly 25 right now, which seems like a great sweet spot. One of the things Mr. Natrum does a lot is the advise role. So that's science, command, and administration. So I kind of think what we do is we invest in those. I figure what I'll probably do is invest in science, because we don't have a dedicated person with science stats, and he doesn't have command missions to run anyway. So I don't think we do that. So I think I'll boost science, which theoretically will help generate more knowledge as he's assisting the United States. And that's going to be okay. So I'll go and do that. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be another 5 admin one. Maybe I should just keep investing in her admin currently. The idea is we will hopefully max out her command with an org. Yeah, you have a dedicated max science admin command on a permanent device. That's probably what we'll do is keep working Natrum that way. Yeah, I was just looking at the traits, but I mean, prosperous is pointless, really. Connected we could get for more influence income. Eminent, I don't think we want because it helps them get detected. Opinion leader's the same. Counselor, +1 persuasion, which doesn't matter. Streetwise does give us +1 to espionage when being detected by other counselors, which is nice. The security investigation when in home nation is not going to be relevant that often. Or is it trade? Okay, well, I don't know. Xenotechnics, I had no idea that cyberware is even a thing. So let's pull back on that. Micro spoiler, not anything. Don't worry about it, but just to let you know, I don't know anything about that currently. I guess I might as well just go and boost the admin over here. Let's bring it to 25 organically, and then we can just focus on orgs that just boost the other stats afterwards. And it is going to give us more command cap, which I'm not worried about right now, but let's go ahead and do it. So let's go and yeah, just do that. Done. Okay, we're going to confirm our assignments. Go.
Offering support.
And mission is done.
Making things safe for our people.
What the doctor means is that he has convinced atoms to emulate a Spartan phalanx. Just as those ancient warriors locked their shields together to protect one another, these atoms combine into unbreakable armor. Colonel Hans Castillo.
I have heard that it's something that does scale very nicely later.
Tierra del Fuego.
Streetwise just plain bad because it only affects some of the map for the exact same cost. Rather increase espionage directly instead of taking Streetwise. I mean, both of them effectively give you +1 espionage, except boosting espionage gives you espionage for all kinds of things.
I have new information.
Okay, investigate counselor. Okay, Kadir Ben over here. He is one of the servants. Since we don't know the mission, we don't know the stats, we don't know anything about any orgs they might be holding on to, I will go and repeat that. We'll get a little bit more info on you. All these unification projects are going to start to unlock like crazy. Oh, right. What do we do about this division over here? Do we keep it just so that, do we go and take Cuba? If we win the war in Cuba, we could just run some spoils here or something. I mean, they have basically no economy. I think we pull out. We'll let France keep booping over there. Who cares? Or yeah, we just take it. We're halfway to claiming it. Need all them cigars. Targeting computer project completed. Okay. Oh yeah, so we're gonna start researching ferricites. Increase our defenses to being influenced by alien ferricites. That's interesting because currently, as far as I know, we haven't seen any sign of the aliens trying to influence us directly. I hate that we're still sitting at a 4 over here. That's terrible. Or DEFCON 2, if you want to think about it the other way. Okay, we burninated some more things. Great. We've wiped out the invasive flora and fauna. Okay, it does tell us when it's been wiped out completely. That's good. I mean, I suspect the control point cost is pretty low. But yeah, what do we really get out of this? Did you miss someone's birthday? Oh, whose birthday is it? I missed it too. Oh yeah, we could try to detain them. Now, if we assassinate the servant's counselor, does that raise aggro? But if we detain it, does it also raise aggro?
Reporting in.
That's protected. What are your espionage missions? That's your big stat. Purge, sabotage. Assassinate we're quite good at. Steel project would be nice, but that's locked. Possibly because we don't know enough. Maybe what we'll do... I don't think I've got a purge or control point job. I don't want a coup d'etat right now. We don't need to defend interests. You wouldn't actually be good at public campaigning. How about I just have Radical do a little bit of a scoot-a-boot over here? Because there have been a lot of, alien plant lives and things like that. Let's surveil, say, from here. Do these adjacent provinces. Because we'll probably plant some more plant life that we can burninate.
Initiating
I think I'll do
surveillance.
Standing by.
So see, how's our public support in the Ook? Not bad. Quite good here with our Unity investments. We could do just some Inspire on some of our counselors. There are some map modes. Yes, currently we're in a faction control map mode. rather than that. I haven't messed with too many of the map modes, but that's pretty nice. Let me here, we'll do Radical.
Sure
We'll cycle
on
through
our
a few
side.
here.
Where to?
And then Gene C, yeah, if you can keep burninating, that is the ideal.
Heading to the LZ.
Interesting to hear LZ. I mean, I say Z for the letter name, but I always think of LZ for landing zone.
I think we had a breakthrough. Offering assistance.
On
Uniforms
Overwatch.
detected. There we go. She's too British. Where's Gene C for? I think it was Gene C saying it.
Surveillance
Indian.
complete.
Okay. Last time. Oh, I guess. Is that you, Ben Kadir? Waiting next mission phase. Mogul intelligence broker's pretty nice for investigation and espionage. Little baby version of the same thing. I'm kind of wondering about taking the Mogul intelligence broker. Well, I don't think we have to scout you again. We might have Natrum go and try to steal. Back down to 3. Good. I think stealing an org is an administration job, and Natrum's at a 25. I mean, he's not the only one with it, but... There, core settlement. We're going to have to do a pass through all of our habs and
Score
settlements here in
one
a
for the
second
good guys.
to see how we feel about things. Yeah, we haven't turned a counselor yet. That is something that we could start to consider. Get ready for text stream to be 90% country-forming text. Yeah. I think we can flag some as obsolete. Military advances in Sudan have increased tensions with the United States of America. The United States of America may now mount a series of airstrikes against the forces of Sudan, degrading their military level. It'd be nice if we could click on the flag and go directly to the country. Sudan is here? Who cares? It's just the initiative. It's not like the servants here. Take no action. Sudan military tech increase at 0.1. Oh no. They go to 3.4 or launch the attack. No. You know what? We've already done the war crime today. Oh, see, I'm happy we added this mission. Okay. So, Radical, you can also protect, yes? Yes. So you're going to defend interests in Mexico. Thank you.
Protecting our interests.
Your orders?
Mr.
Where do
Natrum,
you need me?
you're going to do a hostile takeover versus
Targeting
Kadir
enemy
for
orgs.
94% chance.
Where to?
That's great.
Ready for
Gene
orders.
C, I think you've got more things to burninate. Yeah, we'll keep going for the ones that you've got the best chance on.
Gear up.
Reporting in.
Woo!
Ready.
Woo! You could also do a hostile takeover. I mean, because we could always just sell the factions or something, or they'd just rebuy it. Or we'll poke at some of these unknowns, in case they happen to be an alien. We haven't seen any alien activity in a little bit, but maybe.
Eyes on target.
At your service.
So we're trying to fix trying to fix Mexico. Yeah, so chat is very divided as to whether or not we take Cuba. I think I'll leave the units there. It's fine. And yeah, we're leaving our units in Mexico a little bit just to help bring down the unrest. Yeah, we'll just cycle through a few of these,
I'll ensure that.
and then we'll get you back to suck up to some countries. Take over Central American Caribbean. Here's the thing. well, I don't know what kind of mega countries we can create. If we can create a mega country out of like, yeah, North America, Central America, the Caribbean, that would be kind of cool.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Securing our control.
Oh, all right. I was going to check all my space shit. Let's do that now before we get distracted again. So we're going to cycle through these one at a time. I guess the better way is to do it here, yeah? And then the resistance. Right, no modules left. Okay, let me come back to you guys. These are sort of placeholders in a bit of a sense. Mars base over here, still waiting for the construction, but we do have all of our mining started. Right, these are outpost level. Oh no, that's settlement core. Okay. The square ones, these are the settlement cores. These are going to be the big ones. This is an outpost. No, that's a settlement core. Oh, maybe that's what a settlement core looks when it's completed. This is under construction. Okay. So this is a completed settlement core with the settlement mining, which should be very productive. You look in the future tech tree to see which... Yeah, but the tech tree is big. And not worth building ships for a few years. That's sort of my vibe right now. Okay. Now, I mean, the thing is, with these space ones in low Earth orbit, the idea was really to focus on trying to get a bunch of extra tech. Especially one of these, we were going to get maximum xenology labs to get our maximum alien detection bonus. So we got the solar array. You've got 12 power left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 xenology labs. They take 5 power each. We could put a couple more in here without anything else going on. And the idea was we're going to leave a couple of these blank to put in for some sort of defense modules. You can make North America a unified country, however, it's better to do through conquest than federation because federation averages your military stats. Oh, so if we federated with the United States, does it scale based on GDP or anything? Or is it really just a pure average? Because then we would lose a lot of military stats in our unified country.
Okay, T1, stay retro. Stay, Fido, stay, control.
All right, so that'll use up the rest of our power.
Capcom or stay for T1.
Yes, it scales, definitely not pure average. Okay. Okay. That's good. So we won't lose infinite amounts. So, okay, hold on. This is going to bring us up to what? 7, right? How much did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if we had a little bit more power, we could do that and bring us up to 9 here. But the problem is, I mean, there's probably a higher upgrade for this, but we don't know when. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is at one of our other places. Maybe even just here for now. Now, this one here. We're going to go and get you 1 solar array and 1 xenology lab. That'll bring us to the maximum of 9 for detection bonus. And then we can throw other things in here. Maybe other types of research.
Okay, all flight controllers.
New project. Okay, yep, nation building. Which actually, I should immediately. The Aztlan is really cool. Aztlan. This makes me think of Shadowrun. Claims on Los Angeles, Monterey, Denver, Dallas, Tijuana, capitals in Tijuana. So it's a different type of unification. But I'm wondering about clicking obsolete project here. Well, I could build a solar collector there instead of the
Person
full
of
array.
interest surveilled. Wrapping up here.
They will now serve us.
Okay, so we're going to take the Mogul Intelligence Broker. You know what? Repeat and continue. Loyalty, apparent loyalty of 4. Yeah, do we just bring this guy over to our side? Politician. Huh. Central Asian. Okay, so I'm going to obsolete that. Wonder what we're looking for. The European Union is blobbing up some more.
Target destroyed.
The thing is, though, Wing Solution, we're probably going to build more research labs up there soon.
Disputes boil down
Maybe even
to
now.
one group of people gazing upon a new land and calculating who would need to die so they could own it. Thousands of years of purported civilization have done so little to curtail our most basic reptilian impulses. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, speech at the United Nations.
Oh, this increased the maximum military tech level for all human nations by 0.5. Well, that's quite good. United Arab League. Okay, so we'll obsolete that. Central Asian Union, good. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we took a bunch of control here, but right now we're kind of at our cap. Yeah, maybe in Aversum over here, I should immediately plop down some other labs. Now, we could pop down more Xenology lab just for the Xenology research bonus, but it seems a little less valuable. So I'm wondering about video information science. So this gives us a bonus to our investment in knowledge priority, which sounds good. We could build up to 10 of those for the bonus. Life Sciences Lab, investment in welfare priority, military points. Wait, you can set icons? Oh, that's right! We can. That is actually handy.
We saw that, Buzz. Thank you, Mike. 10 degrees right. I think, Roger. Okay, that wasn't an alarm.
Social Science Lab?
Right, we saw that.
Oh, +1 strength to our public campaign missions. Well, that's kind of interesting.
Flight controllers, about 40 seconds to the go.
Category bonuses from HAB modules are subject to diminishing return once above 50%. I mean, and it still helps to get the research bonuses. Plus, it gives us some raw tech. A little mix, I'll give flat science. Propaganda from space. It's Satellite 5? Satellite 9. Season 1 of New Who, with Eccleston. Visit, I want to say Satellite 5. The new satellite, and then the reality, or the reality show one.
Go, Fido. Go, guys. Go. Control. Go. Telcom. Go. INSEE. Go. ECOM. Go. Surgeon. Go.
You can do what? 200. Oh, what did you learn, Zeet? Supply depot to save money. What does a supply depot do for us? A place for our ships to take on propel. Right, we don't have ships yet. That is going to be part of it. For sure, we're probably going to build one of the HABs in high orbit, which is going to be sort of shipbuilding and things. Oh, the icon thing being new. Yeah. I do really like that. Oh, okay. Defend interest in Kazakhstan. Enemies are planning. Ooh, they're planning for a long time. That was a long plan.
For my mission. Making things safe for our people.
Where do you need
That was a very long planning session.
Taking it to them.
Where to?
I'm here. We'll see what they're up to.
Standing by for orders.
Why don't you go and just public campaign in the United States for us? Oh, actually, no, it's gone super high. Wow. That Unity funding is actually crazy sauce.
Making our case.
Huh. We're at 8%. It's doing a huge thing over here.
Securing our interests.
It's good that secure interest happens instantly, because then you can protect if someone was happening to want to do
We've got some intel on our target.
Then. Okay, Nile. Again, it would be nice if it popped up the thingy for them. In Paraguay. So I could like try to find them. Like I can say take me there, but then it closes this window. Because what I'd like to do is the pop-up in this side if I want to do a repeat and continue.
Cleaning things up.
It doesn't even select them, it just pans you over. Yeah, I might want to investigate this guy some more. Bantu Nation, so yeah, I'll obsolete that.
Mission cancelled.
I think we lost track of this person. That's a little annoying. Wow, arrival law is happening very fast. We don't have a lock on it, but you know what? We're already in the lead. Let's invest and make sure that we're the ones who get this bad boy. We must just be making more science than everyone else to be able to get these early leads. Caliphate, okay, obsolete. We must control country to get Moose and Squirtle. Increased combat value when fighting in rugged regions. Okay. You can see the resource of the factions making intel
secured.
Check. Secured, but it's still some remain, but we're gonna have to reinvestigate this area. We didn't have the repeat job, so we'll have to do a scan around here. Yeah, I'm looking for the ship combat too. Okay, now we're locked in over here. So I don't need to like crazy invest in this one, and it's about to tick through anyway. We'll just pull back, rebalance things. That's going to be okay. I could, since these two are locked, I could like do a heavier investment here. There's no percentage gains or anything, so I think we're okay. Notice AI always go underground after steel works on them. Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Suddenly crawled from the desert. They would have no rights, no protections. Any idiot with a rifle could turn a miracle into a pair of boots. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee on BBC Newsnight.
Other species now walk amongst our own. This is a genie we cannot put back in the bottle. Whatever the long-term consequences of the alien arrival, we can never revert to a world where terrestrial humanity considers only its own needs. Rights and behaviors. The creaking ancient structures that are our laws, both national and international, were not designed with such an uncanny prospect in mind, and so there must be a flurry of new edicts and powers. We must establish not just how we respond to our unexpected visitors, but also how and if we integrate the discoveries that arise from their presence in our lives. The implications for genetics alone necessitate an entire new field of law and ethics. Beyond that, there are also the endless complications of life in space. Who can make claim to what borders there should be, and which technologies must be liberated from patents in order to benefit all mankind. We have thus commissioned the world's best legal minds to draft what is, in effect, a new international constitution, an eye-wateringly complicated starting point from which all the world's nations and beyond can begin to legislate for this anxious, bold new era. Following technologies may now be researched, it rivals security, and we get some more projects unlocked. Okay, and we get to pick the next technology to research. So, okay, Great Nations is insanely expensive, but it does lead to United North America, and I kind of want that. I realize it'll also unlock other things that the other nations might get to take advantage of. But tough patooties. I want it. I don't think I'm going to invest heavily in it. That's going to be okay. We're locked here. It might be worth doing this until we get a lock and then go and investing in affair sites. Our mines produce 15% more water with the purification techniques. Oh, that is quite nice. Yeah, we're going to solve the border problem by simply removing the border. Oh my. I didn't realize the servants were all up in Scandinavia. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to do CC yet. Okay, this was a big one. We're going to augment Flamebeard with administration. Bring her up to this. And then the hope... Ooh, CSIS is available. Is that what we're hoping to give her? It's only one pip. I think the other one was gone. Unassigned orgs, hold on. We did... We did steal the... Oh, it's this one here. That's what I'm... Okay. Mogul. Flamebeard. I want to give you Mogul, which will give you 2 more investigation. And also bring up your espionage, which you're pretty good at. Yeah. Get equipped. Good. And now you're at 25 of 25. In a way that I think is fine. Arguably, the Nirvana private investigations maybe could be moved off her and onto someone else. Especially if we get something else with investigation. Well, like maybe CSIS. Which still gives some espionage back, but it gives the investigation, which is kind of what we want to cap. We could, the Directorate, European Union, yeah, okay, we can't do this one. Secret Service would be interesting, but we'd have to clear up 2 spots. Can we clear up 2 spots for you to get the Secret Service? I mean, we can. Actually, we can drop Deneb. It doesn't do anything for her. We have 160. It's interesting, it says counselor must have government and cannot have criminal. I don't think you can have both, so it's kind of redundant. I don't think there's any reason she can't take control of the Secret Service. We're not going to drop Door Inc. because it's giving her the administration that she needs. I think we drop the private investigations and Deneb extractions. And then we give her the Secret Service. There you go. She's got 21 investigation now. You gave her more security too, right? Which is nice. Yeah. More ops points. It is hurting our economy some more. Man, these orgs are expensive. There you go. It feels like Flamebeard is kind of done now. I mean, in theory, at some point, if we max out our investigation with just upgrades, we could start spending points in administration and then removing administration orgs. But most likely, we'd probably just put points in, I don't know, security or something to keep her safe. JPL looks good. Where's the jet propulsion lab? Right over here. Yeah, it is quite nice. Lots of different boosts to things. I don't think there's anything else we're going to jump on quite yet. Okay. Yeah, only $100 a month right now. It's definitely hurting our income. GNC, you still have some things to burn, Nate, so you're going to do that.
Going in hot.
That might be your life
Standing
for like
by.
Forever
Standing by.
We could protect the UAE, but I don't think we care too much about it. Actually, yeah, we're spending all our influence to do spoils over here, which I think is okay. And then at some point we might just leave completely. So I don't think there's anything to protect. We can sell some of our mine stuff for cash. You can sell this stuff? Oh! Oh! I guess we can't sell water. They're like, Earth has got plenty of water. Holy shit, it actually sells for a pretty good amount. And yeah, we can sell off some more. Oh, actually, I did want to check the orgs because we might be at our cap for unassigned orgs. Okay, we have room for one more. I don't think we need the Lynx one. I think we just sell this off. It's costing us some money. It's a boost to welfare. Like, I don't think I care about adding this to anyone else. So we'll probably just sell this off, especially if it is costing us some cash. And it's not going to give us any money. But I think we need to free up some space in here. And another little welfare boost I don't think I care about. Oh, we could gift it to a faction. That is interesting. Who do we want to make friends with is an interesting
Ready
question,
to
though.
go. I will try to sway the public.
Where to?
Acknowledged. Investigating target.
Mr.
Ready to go.
Natrum, please just go back
Your
and
orders?
advise the United States. Thank you.
Offering counsel.
I'm here.
Let's do a resurveil in this general area.
Setting a watch.
Medically, humanity first to be most logical. We have a non-aggression pact with them. That's all true. Maybe, okay, here's the thing. Maybe we don't need to do a scan right now. Maybe Radical. Well, I guess what we need to do... Oh, I already locked in.
I will help.
We need to identify one of their agents. We can talk to them, right?
Eyes up.
We could probably just send someone to scout out an area we know they're in control of. Let's do a crackdown mission. Sanctioned investigation. Okay, we'll tag that.
Surveillance complete.
Giving humanity first Mars base would be good. Ooh. Oh, humanity first. Tell you what, we'll do a repeat and continue just to make sure we don't lose track of them. Well, we shouldn't unless they go to the ground. But no, I'll do a repeat anyway. But there we go. We have a humanity first person we can talk to, and yeah,
The people
give
will
them some
come
random
to our
orbs we don't
side.
care about. Continue one more time. Or moon bases. Proven. Obsolete that so it doesn't fill up our list too
By
much.
the numbers.
Burninate. Okay, we can't replace or repeat. We have to scout it again. Legit tactic to make space bases solely to sell. It's even better when it's a base you acquired from another faction. Oh, we're locked in over here. That's great. Hab module complete. Our Mars base here. Oh, that's the fusion pile. So we're still waiting for the outpost mining. Okay, I can pull back on this because we're locked in. So now what I'm going to do is I will invest heavily in the ferricites. So that we can finish this. Because this is useful for increase our defense of being influenced. Yeah. And we've got a plus 95% to that tech rate, which is amazing. Ooh, okay. We gotta protect the United States. Oh my god, the servants are all up in Europe. We might have to do some more aggro
Standing
missions over
by
there.
for orders.
Where to?
Radical, could I get you to defend interest in the United States, please?
Protect.
The best thing we did in the game is add a pop-up message for that
Acknowledged.
expiration. Oh, okay. Yeah, you
We
burn
are
that.
going in.
CC, I'm gonna get you to do the trade. You're persuasive.
Making contact.
Good. I'm gonna start working on making a servant into a turncoat. Then you will know all the servant's people and location. Oh! I didn't realize that aspect. And maybe the aliens as well. That's really cool.
Follow the
Okay.
channel.
Your heart is in the right place,
So-
but your methods are insufficient to meet the threat.
It is space mining output, which people tell me is pretty good later on. Okay. Welfare boost. Income. Job leads might be nice, but... Like, could we do something crazy like trade for one of their good ones? Or yeah, we just sell it for some money. They do have infinitude money. What is this 1,000? It looks like they have 53,000. What is this 1,000? Oh, is that the most they're willing to offer me? So we just max that out. Relations is locked in there. Projects might be nice. Yeah, because we can't... I don't know if we need this fission reactor. Maybe we do. No, no way to make this work. And we'll just sell those for $1,000. We could repeat it to sell another thing. Presumably the money will come up again. Let's try.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our control.
Freaking alien bases, man.
Person of interest surveilled.
Has anyone scared you with launch music yet? Or do you mean lunch music? I assumed it was a typo because I do that typo all the time. But you mean treat stream. Glenn, Glenn, it's quite interesting. Before the stream, I happened to be flipping through your book again. I got it sitting right on the chair of my chair, the arm of my chair over there. Okay, let's leave this one on the list, the Central American Confederation, because I don't know if, like, I'm assuming the North American Confederation can only blob to North America, but maybe we can make more than one.
Off surrendering, then sitting around on your backsides waiting for supplies from home. If you don't know how to use what you find in the field, you've lost before you even begun. Colonel Hans Castillo, 5 moves ahead.
Do you guys want me to keep reading this text? I mean, I don't always, because sometimes I find myself a little voice limited, but otherwise I kind of think it's kind of neat. There's good flavor in this game. Like, that's the thing. The lore in this game is quite good, and I think is a big part of the appeal. The gameplay's solid, but it's the vibe, right? Yeah? People are good for it? Okay. There's almost no prospect of exploring, let alone settling, the further flung depths of our solar system until we can free ourselves from a dependence upon Earth-based supply lines. We must be able to produce all that we need for ships, colonies, and mining supplies or facilities locally, which is to say, in space, rather than solely on a planet's surface. I mean, we're working on it. There's an abundance of minerals beyond Earth's orbit, some of which we can currently mine and some of which we cannot. We now have plans for effective micro and zero-G factories that can function with a relatively minimal human presence, able to turn the raw minerals of asteroids and moons into almost anything we might create on Earth, including more such factories. Often at a fraction of the cost, but at many times the scale. Yet this is not only a matter of production, but also of trade and transport, laws and treaties that dictate what is shared with whom and for what cost, and via which approved shipping routes. Space is no longer some cosmic frontier town. It is time that we became a thriving and essential part. That it became a thriving and essential part of our economy. Space commerce can be researched. Cool. What do we set next? I mean, we could go and unlock more planets. The ones I'm a little bit more interested in are the ones that may be closer up, like Mercury, which I don't see yet, there might be something that leads to those. We can take a look at the tech tree, but again, it's pretty overwhelming. Information science is kind of interesting. Tiny generators, advanced heat management. I guess we do need these radiators and stuff for our ships later, right? And I do want to work towards it. Heat management leads to inner systems. Oh! Mission to the inner planet. Thank you. That makes sense. It's hot near the sun, unless we go at night. Okay. I think we'll leave things as is. It would be nice to get another lock on one of these, but we do have another lock here if we want the flexibility of choosing some tech. We might want to lock the advanced heat management just so that we know when this completes and mission to inner planets becomes available, we'll be able to pick it. But for now, I'm going to keep working on ferricites. Special project available. Wait, what? Improved maintenance procedures. HAB accidents events less likely to affect us. Cascading failures less likely to affect us. Yeah, let's set a favorite on those. We might want to research that. Here's a heads up. Save up a lot of boosts so you can get the Mercury first. Okay. Currently, we're not really spending it. So that's good. New project available. Construction module. Oh, if we do this, we can finally build the construction module. We haven't had an ability to do that yet. That's going to be... I don't really want to join another war. I don't really want to lose the alliance with the European Union, though. They're pretty strong. I'm just worried we're going to get involved in another freaking atrocity. I should probably say yes, right? I can just decline. It won't break the alliance? That's what I'm worried about. You don't lose alliances? Okay. Oh, it's going to ask each country.
Score 1 for the good guys.
All right. We're burning it in the countryside some more.
The damage from a bullet is not caused by the projectile itself. It is caused by the energy of the impact. Energy.
Right, that's the same thing as saying it's not the fall that kills you, it's a sudden stop at the end.
Fiona Iowade, technical weapons briefing.
Like, technically correct, which is the best possible kind of correct, I guess. Warfare has existed. War never changes. Warfare has existed since the dawn of humankind. Our most devastating weapons and strategies were born in times of drastic change and uncertainty. Never has that been more true than today. While they might liberate us from the need for projectiles, our initial laser weapons remain relatively weak despite their huge energy needs, and thus it is critical that we evolve the technology behind them. These rays, made either of extremely intense light or highly focused particle beams, will circumvent traditional armor and burn organic matter. More than anything, this is a matter of efficiency. Less heat and less dissipation over distance means harder hitting impacts. The particle cannons and combat laser systems that we believe further research into energy weapons will birth may drastically change the landscape of warfare, not only in space, but also here on Earth. The following projects may unlock for us to research in the future. Okay, oh, hey, is this our first point defense tech? I mean, it's not unlocked yet. We need the project still, but still. Wow. Okay. I kind of want to work towards space militarization. Again, we might need some basic tech to make our spaceships useful in the first place. Super alloy sounds like a pretty nice thing. Foam metal armor struts. Also, arrival security, which also sounds kind of relevant. Experts seek balance between public safety and individual freedoms in this time of paranoia and fear. We're basically going to form the Super TSA. Spaceport security, civil defense programs. I mean, kind of vibes with us. High energy lasers is dirt cheap. And it leads to more particle beams and stuff. Maybe we just cycle this real quick. Space commerce is a prerequisite for tier 3 HABs. Oh. It's very expensive. I don't want to put a favorite on this. You can't favorite in this tech tree. Let's just do a little high energy laser cycle. And just let it burn through that real quick. Yeah, where do we get our freaking shark lasers? There we go. Okay, set as favorite. Point defense laser, that's great. Immediately humanity first is getting a little bit of an edge over here, mostly because we're investing in first. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go in this. We'll still fight for a little bit of control over some of this flow. Space tourism for money. I mean, it's interesting. We could use some cash. I haven't seen this before. Loose packet. Mars base El Noco Grande is equipment for receiving resource packets from our... You like how I slipped in that apostrophe S there? Very organically. The way I read text is just perfect. I should do ebooks or audiobooks. The equipment for receiving resource packets from our other HABs in the solar system has broken down. This couldn't have occurred at a worse time. A resource packet is on its way to Mars base El Noco Grande right now. Without the receiver to capture it, it will collide with the HAB and cause significant damage. This is like when you do play Aurora 4X and you use mass drivers to fling stuff from place to place, but you don't have a proper receiver and you just end up nuking your site from orbit. All hands brace for impact. A single random module at the Mars base will be destroyed, lose a day's worth of income. And then presumably we have to rebuild it, which would be annoying. We only have 2 modules there. We can make emergency repairs to receiver. 60-40 chance. No, we're going to pay in volatiles and metal, which is fine. We've got it. So 60% chance it works. 40% chance it fails in the same way as number 1. Let's just shoot down. We probably need some defense scores from docked ships. Oh. All right. Do number 2. Fuck! Ah! Ay, that hurts! That hurts so bad! All right. Jeez. Okay, we gotta rebuild. Hopefully it doesn't take as long or is as expensive. No, it might just be a straight replacement. I don't know. But at least we can build it in space. Oi, 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 oi. Oh! Research and development teams. Institutional bastions. Enemies suffer -2 on hostile takeover missions against us and gives us more control points. Okay, that's going to be a priority. Oh, some new orgs available. Or CC's got all this administration ready to take on. You might just start to hold on to things that just give some static benefits, which is possible. Again, we'd like anything that gave influence. We've got Carthage holding here, which costs money, but would also give us more admin, which is never a bad thing. Okay, so like, I've got even more capacity. Hang on a sec. Let's take a look at the others. You're full and still okay. You could actually do a level 1 organ here. I forget Cesis is so inexpensive. I would like to give it to you. But I don't have one to drop anymore, do I? You have the you have the communication. You have one of the Canadian spy agencies already. Yeah, she doesn't have anything to drop. Now, Cesis also gives espionage, which means it would also be a fine drop on Radical. Although she's a criminal, so I'm not sure she can run it. Yeah, it needs to be the government trait. You could hold on to Cesis for now. We'll give you more security, which presumably might keep you a little safer out in the field, but... That is some monthly income. Pays for itself in a half a year. I think we pick up Aquilius brand for now. Admin and space mining orgs are prior. Okay, I'm getting convinced that we need more of these. Man, we still need the JPL. Which is weirdly not alphabet. I don't know what the order of this shit is. Oh, I don't have enough influence. It's not ordered by star rating, because Life Regiment Hussars is first, and it's got a 2-star. Then it's got a couple of 3s. Then we got a 2, then a 3, then a 2, then a 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then a 3. Like, how is this ordered? It's not alphabetical. It's not by stars. I don't know. I think I'll pick this up. It will take 14 of our influence. Oldest to newest? Oh, maybe that's what it is. That probably makes sense. The new shit's at the bottom. Alright, we'll have you hold on to that and make us a little bit of cash. Daedalus is a one-time cost in boost, but it does give us space mining output. You know what? Let's grab it. I think that's that for now. So you see, yeah, you have... What are we going to spend on CC? I mean, I guess I can just work his admin up to 15, or to 25. It does feel like it's getting hard to get the persuasion things. Maybe I just start boosting the persuasion directly. Because that's what we want him to have. The idea was max out his admin so that we can Maybe we still do, because he can still hold on to things that are just giving us global boosts. And if we happen to find something that gives him more persuasion, then we're going to go and throw that in anyway. It feels like I do want to get everyone up to a 25 in min. He has no security, though. That is true. We could make him a criminal. I don't think I want to do that. Like, I don't know if he needs science. I'm going to bring his persuasion up to a 20 for now. Just to make a decision. All right.
Ready to go.
We are hoping... Oh, yeah. We're hoping to find maybe a servitor agent. There's a couple agents in the United States.
Tracking
Let's figure out
target.
who the heck they are.
At your service.
You could hostile takeover... Oh, yeah, but that's against the Humanity First, who we have an alliance with. I think what you're going to do is you're going to do this. I'm just going to move you a little bit.
Surveilling target area.
And then we're still looking for things we can
Ready
burn
to
and
go.
aid. Okay. Find that agent.
Establishing contact.
Your heart is in the right place.
Oh, that's right. I was going to do I did a repeat on this to find out if I can sell you some more orgs. I think I don't need the Nasos. Wow, you giving me $1,000 for this. All right. Cool.
Offering assistance.
Initiating recon.
This little light of mine.
Wait, was non-aggression pack back on the list? I thought, yeah, I did think I already had one.
This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
I'm gonna let it shine. Superior Judith Howell, leading Sunday schoolers.
Oh boy. Yeah, from a home video of her teaching Sunday school. For generations, laser weapons have been a science fiction staple, but their development for military application has been hampered not purely by their extreme energy requirements, but also thermal blooming. A laser heats the air as it passes through, and the subsequent change in air density in turn causes a continued beam to defocus and lose strength. To compound the problem, the beam will bend towards cooler air, which has blighted previous prototypes with poor accuracy. Although I guess that's not a problem we're going to have in space. The most obvious response is to further concentrate the beam, but this simply makes the air around it even hotter and thus perpetuates the issue. At last, however, scientists have been able to perfect lasers, which fire in a brief, high-power pulses rather than a sustained ray. While thermal blooming is not an issue in the airless vacuum of space, light, and therefore strength, dissipation over great distances very much still is. As we develop next-generation laser technologies, far more devastating laser weapons for use both within and beyond the skies will become imminently possible. So we did not get the... We did not take over the research tick there, so that was maybe a little bit wasted. I'll just go back and finishing ferrous sites, and we'll call that good enough. Game +2 to unrest mission. Unrest increased by 3 in our nations when they are conquered. I mean, at some point we'll want that. Stabilize. I do like these things that just give us a flat bonus to our missions. That's kind of nice.
I have new information.
Light dissipation in space, have people heard of stars? Yeah, but it spreads, right? That's the problem. Like, a laser beam, the idea is for it to be a straight, parallel set of beams. But in practice, it is slightly diverging. So it's not that it, like, falls off, it's just that it's spreading. Right? Academy. No. I mean, that might change in a second, but we'll see. Parasites Project Go fulfills objective. Hang on, I have to sneeze. Oh, dang it, I forgot. I haven't had tissue down here for like a week. Okay, I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right. We have completed the Parasites Project. Where a pheromone is Where a pheromone is a chemical that can influence the recipient's behavior, our investigation of the so-called ferrocyte reveals that it is an actual living cell. The distinction is that a pheromone's effect wears off relatively quickly, whereas ferrocytes are capable of reproducing in the recipient's body, therefore extending effects for significantly longer. So it's like essentially, if you could toss down a box, that would be greatly appreciated. So it's like a smell virus, is what it is. Huh. When cross-referencing fMRI scans, what is the F for? I mean, I know what an MRI is. fMRI? Scans with electroencephalographic data, we find that an awake subject's brains exhibit an abnormally high level of theta waves. A functional MRI. Huh. As opposed to a non-functional MRI? Wait, if I've gone to the hospital and gotten an MRI before, should I ask if it's functional or not? It seems kind of important. These are normally only present during REM sleep or deep hypnosis, and when as copious as seen in a ferrocyte-affected subject, will make them unusually suggestible. Okay. We'll probably get another pop-up here.
We are learning how the Hydras control our people's minds, Commander.
Oh, functional means looking at brain function. Okay. We've completed the Research Hydra Ferrocytes objective. Our suspicions are confirmed. The ferrocytes are indeed the mechanism by which the Hydras control their servants. The chemicals that Hydra ferrocytes produce are incredibly potent and seem specifically designed to affect humans, so much that we now believe that the initial abductions must have been an alien research effort to develop them. Even momentary exposure can affect a recipient. Longer exposure can quickly overwhelm them. Once ingested, the ferrocytes make their way via mucous membranes to the region of the brain called the supramarginal gyrus, the region of the parietal lobe that is responsible for human empathy. Once there, clearly, and some people clearly have an undeveloped one of those. Once there, the ferrocytes take up residence in the myelin sheath around the nodes of Ranvier, where they regulate impulse conductivity. Influence increases until maximum saturation is reached, at which point additional exposure has no further effect. The ferrocytes have a limited lifespan. As they die off, and in the absence of a top-up, the subject gradually regains its sense of self-determination. Well, that's good. This process is slow, less like awakening from sleep and more like gradually coming to terms with a new perspective. This gives us a slow but reliable method of treating returned abductees and Hydra servants from now on. Unfortunately, we have yet to discover any method of expelling ferrocytes from a human body directly. We have, however, confirmed that ferrocyte exposure can be prevented by basic air filtration systems. All of our personnel will be issued such gear on future operations. That's hard to point, didn't even get close to hitting the chair. Yeah, I heard something. Hang on. Oh, I see it. Okay, all better now. Woo! New objective, research Hydra containment. Ooh. We're coming to the end of what we can learn from Hydra autopsies. The next step is to take one alive, which requires us to construct a containment facility. With our new understanding of Hydra ferrocytes, this should be well within our capabilities. All right, well, research tech when it becomes available. Oh, I see a little, okay. So, don't need the Nordics or the Amazon. Central America's interesting. Yeah, Greater Indonesia, Intermarium. Where's the Mare Nostrum one? Shia, Turkestan, Europe Ascendant. Wow. So I want point defense lasers. So we're gonna select that. But it doesn't have to be like super ultra priority. Oh, how's our tank coming? 65%. Okay. How's Mexico looking? Okay, it's still becoming more stable. Not as fast as I might like, actually. Maybe we do have to run some stability missions in here. I kept thinking it would passively go down fast enough. Shipyard sounds useful. Oh, point defense laser is a ship part, not a HAB module. Womp womp. All right, Netherlands now part of the EU.
DALL-Z is secure.
Burnate the countryside. Point defense laser turrets. Yeah, ship component. All right. Was a cheap research though, so it's not too bad. Let's get ourselves a construction module. More space shit, baby. PDF lasers are a way to let you read documents on the surface of the moon. It's PDF laser and add-on for Acrobat. Oh, right. Ooh, in Glasgow. Right. The initiative here, I think they might have brought it down, but they were investing in build army. Yeah, we're still doing... Ooh, their democracy's dropping, which I don't love. Put a little bit into knowledge. I'm sorry, am I building Navy? Why was that there? I must not have noticed. On the other hand, it's not the worst thing because this is the ability to move our troops around. And it would be nice to make sure we could do that. Fitness is 4.5. I don't know what this number is. During wartime, a nation must have a higher naval score than the sum of its enemy scores. Okay. This is fine for small operations. Why are armies starting to Mexico? It's been sorry, Leo, you must have just joined this stream. We positioned them there because we recently took over Mexico, and we left the units because we were hoping to have them bring down unrest, and they are. But as I was just saying, it's not bringing down unrest as quickly as I thought. So it's time for us to just do some stabilized missions in Mexico rather than leave the armies here, and we'll bring the armies home is what we're going to do. I mean, the military spending, honestly, is a pretty good idea. Oh, and then you're doing the mission control, which again I kind of agree with. Maybe I'll just do that, and that's going to be okay. All right. Oh, someone is pushing a little bit more for the heat management, which might be okay. I don't know. I've been enjoying being in the lead of these things. So let's do that. Especially, oh, right. Actually, that'll be quite nice because when this finishes, the interplanet missions will be available. And so we could chain it here. I mean, we could always just research it from one of these others. But yeah, I would like to finish this. The EU is being run by the initiative. Aliens suffer -2 on enthrall missions against their control points. That sounds like a favorite. Right, and yeah, should we... Yeah, I'm sure we should.
Doors get secured now.
Let's upgrade you. And yeah, let's science these things a little bit more.
Procedures complied. Go ahead. Secure the doors.
I think we were going to put down a bunch of these social sciences there, right? You can have 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep tabs on the EU can rival the United States. Yeah, applies it correct. Yeah, I mean, it is a pretty big nation. Our sources within pro-alien groups believe the aliens may target us directly if we continue to interfere with them. I mean, we haven't really been interfering with them recently, but sure. Okay, we're going to do some stabilized nations missions over here.
We'll make things safe.
Which is apparently...
Ready for orders.
Must use the,
Ready for
the military stuff. If you tried to do it... Oh, you're still at 97. Yeah, use the military... Or the command, which is only a 6, and you're still at 97.
We'll restore
peace
nice to this nation.
Ready.
Where do you need me?
Article, I might want you to investigate some more plant life shit. Actually, what I kind of want is if we could figure out where the servants might be operating. Because I would like to see if we can sway a servant person. That does sound pretty good. Let's do a surveil here.
Eyes up.
You got some neighbor shit going on.
What's the op?
Turn counselor. Yeah, we don't want to do that one because theoretically we're supposed to be friends with you. Let's do a public campaign in the UK.
We must persuade the people.
It's everyone coming in like at last minute who are like, oh, you should send your troops up. Yes, we're working on that. I'm gonna just run the stabilize mission, get it a little bit lower, then we'll pull the troops home.
Offering support.
Surveilling target area.
Yeah, we could build some local ones. That's true too. Delete. Oh, hey, there's our hydro containment. I wonder if I want to switch to it immediately. Oh, you can't do the airlift all. That's too bad, because that's such a convenient little button to move things easily. Okay, Fleet Victor 18 is here. Because this will move all the armies. But this one's Canadian. We want to move you there. Okay.
You are a shining star. You are a burning.
Why is there conflict in Mexico? Because
and within you,
it already had some to start off with.
Flame.
And then we spoiled, did some spoils there, and then we pulled out, and then we declared war on them. Well, we didn't declare war. Okay, there's advanced heat management. Yeah, we didn't get it. Okay, Exodus first. The Exodus people got it, which is fairly legit. You know, in terms of vibe. I don't think it makes much sense for us to fight for this one because we don't have a boost. Maybe what I'll do is I'll push the arrival security. We only have a 3% boost, which is a bit disappointing. But out of these, it's the cheapest one. And then when this finishes, we could do the interplanet stuff. So we still have...
Things are stabilizing.
Strife. Repeat and continue, please.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Repeat that one time.
Violence is a big...
Okay. Yeah, the agents do this so much better. Jeez. Really, like, undervalued how much... Because they could do for us. Heat sinks, okay. Different types of heat sinks. I think there's too many ship components in the game. There's like 300 different engines. Ooh. Aliens! Did we discover that because we did a scan? No, we don't normally have to do a scan. They might... Oh, right, the ship just landed in orbit. It probably went and deposited an alien over here. Okay. Maximum effort! Increase the maximum resource you can spend on a mission. Oh, okay. No, the faction Cuba's still there. They actually just booped an alien faction. Aliens. Too many engines and too many missiles. Been complaining about since launch, yeah. I mean, I like it because it adds, like... I like the extra engineering details, but it is too much. Oh, new orgs available too, huh? The Spica Cartel. Must be a criminal. Hey, Radical. And it's only 1 star. Wow. Gives us income, ops, espionage, which ain't bad. Some security. This is a perfect fit for her. I have 120 left, which is enough for JPL. Now, it doesn't matter who holds on to this, because there's not really a stat boost. There's a +1 to science. It costs us money, but it's pretty good. We can just throw it on Ceci for now, because they don't really have too much going on. Give him science. What's the advantage of Ceci having science? A few people have brought it up. They didn't like that he had a 0. What's the advantage there? Secret. Okay. There was a hint, something about like having a science rating was helping us notice something or some shit at some point. There was some vague hint that science ratings were good. And I'm guessing it might be specifically helpful with the persuasion state. Maybe it's going to be part of deprogramming agents or something like that. It could make some amount of sense. SGI. SGI would be great on Jeansy. It would bring her up to a 25 command, give him more security, which seems useful. Shit, yeah. Boom. Good, okay. We got a few people doing some repeats. This is probably one of these is probably the alien. We need Woo.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, instead of stabilizing, Woo, we need you. We don't know which one of these two, but one of these is almost certainly an alien.
Initiating
So do that.
surveillance.
Acknowledged.
Radical, I'm gonna get you to move here and do another surveil.
Setting a watch.
Okay.
I will help them.
On Overwatch.
Any aliens breathe underwater? Just go
Person of
Stargate
interest
Atlantis.
surveilled.
Yeah, we're still at a 3, I know. I mean, we still have to, like, follow. Maybe we can detain the alien? Actually, I'm wondering if that's part of our whole mission here. Okay, so this is the Protectorate one. It might also be good to do a detain, but not yet. Okay, that's chooching along, which is good.
Violence is abating.
Okay, I won't do a repeat right now. Hang on. Construction module was pretty nice, but alien containment. Hang on, I'm gonna hyperfocus that.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, we have a little bit of control point cap. Detain has a lower chance to succeed, but immediately updates the hate meter. Huh, the United Arab Emirates and Israel have formed an alliance. All right. Well, there's a hostile...
I'm here.
Amethyst product. That's an interesting question. Yeah, who did we... I don't know where he went. I guess I can go and check here. And it's the Protectorate. It's not you. Must be... Oh, yeah, it's this person, Ma. Amethyst products. I mean, it's pretty good with the Amin. Wow, you have a lot of products. Surveillance one's pretty nice. I kind of feel like we've got some other shit going on, though.
Reporting.
Woo, you need to investigate probably this one. This other one who's in Switzerland.
Eyes on target.
What's the op?
Jeansy,
Reporting
I
in.
want you to go and burn some more things down, but I think we're going to work to stabilize Mexico some more.
Restoring order.
Your
Radical,
orders.
Standing by for orders.
we end up with this a lot with Radical, with not feeling like we have a lot to do with her, but then when we do, it's kind of huge. Man, I could assassinate a Protectorate agent. I mean, they'll just replace them, but this might be someone they've invested a bunch in. Can I, if I click on, no, it doesn't come up. Be right to pull them up from this screen. All right, Kozo over here. We don't know much about them. We don't know if they're super good or not. Do it F Protectorate, even the aliens laugh at them. Don't even know if they're worth booping. I think I'm gonna do another surveil.
Initiating surveillance.
Ready for my mission.
Aliens have high stats. Investigate the ones with lower chance of success. I see what you're saying, yeah. We're gonna have to do some self-investigation to see what our stats are
I'll
in
speak
terms
with
of
them.
loyalty here.
Offering counsel.
Initiating recon.
battery. Okay. Leading all 3
We've
tech
got
fields.
some intel on our target.
No, that is a politician. Okay. With the academy. All right, yeah, we'll look at some low percentage ones maybe. Cooldowns improving relations, reduce 20%. More control point management. I feel like I'm going to favorite all the ones that give control points. Okay. Right, you got your fusion thing. You're doing this.
Things are cooling off.
Only did 0.25 this time. I do need her to go back to burninating the countryside, but this does seem pretty important. What the hell? Was that just someone launching something into space? I thought someone was flinging a nuke. Holy crap. We completed the construction module project. Okay. That seems pretty important. I don't want to get this early. Yeah, I want this Parasite liability theory. Lower the enthrall. Oh, no, keep focusing on alien containment. But yeah, especially with us being a little higher on the threat meter. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to defend Canada. Nature
ready to go. Securing our control.
Thank you.
At your service.
Oh, wait, I forget Radical can do it. Hold
Ready.
on. Natrum, just stick to advising the United States.
I will help them.
Radical, I'm gonna
Your
get
orders?
you to defend
Ready
interests in
for
Canada.
my mission.
Ready.
Flamebeard will
Standing by.
investigate. We don't know where they are. There's no one in Switzerland we haven't spotted anymore. And there's actually no one that's super low percentage. Yeah, they moved and I don't know where. Oh, you know what we never did? Is freaking investigate the alien activity.
On the way to the target
Whoops.
site.
What's the op? I'll ensure their loyalty.
Okay. So, one of our Mars bases, we can now build a construction module. Accelerates construction of modules at this hab and allows founding additional platforms and outposts in this planetary/asteroid system. Allows founding platforms and outposts. You're able to build this module. Yeah, okay. So, it eats 10 power, which... Right, we don't have any more power, but I guess I can just slap down a second fusion module. Or fusion pile. Okay. So that's done. I guess this one could still use some development. We'll get another science category that we haven't done before. What's the Space Science Lab? Oh, it's for space science. I'm thinking it's a space science lab, but it's a space science lab. We don't have any of those. So we could build a slew of those. And then bonus investment mission control, which we do. Yeah, do. So again, we got 42 power out of this. So this can run, we can run 8 of these at this base. Be nice to do this in bulk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I do want to go and start building spaceship shit. And the idea, we're going to do it in like the highest possible orbit to maybe minimize some amount of thrust that we need to take off. So I'm going to throw one base in extreme Earth orbit. It's gonna get renamed. So this is Earth Extreme? EX, maybe? And it's gonna be named after let's say Ryan Pendragon. I guess we retired Pendragon's agent. So you deserve to get back into the game. Okay. Right? I don't think I'm confused about that.
At your service.
We had an agent, Ryan Pendragon, but we don't anymore. You're back, baby. Yeah, remember to save Boost and MC for Mercury. A memorial station? You didn't die! You retired! You're just living in a farm upstate. We just dismissed you. And we totally didn't put a bullet in your head for security.
Offering support.
Securing our interests.
Maybe they died in the interim, maybe. Ludo Papers. Our counselor, Mr. Natrium, has been named in a recent leak of confidential financial documents. Oh, it's the Panama Papers, but Pluto. Yes, I know that LEO is redundant, but that is what they call the orbit, so we're just using that. It's low Earth orbit 2. I'm just prepending it with the name of the thing it's orbiting, and then the name of the orbit is all. The document, which number in the tens of millions, purport to expose fraudulent, corrupt, and generally illegal financial behavior by major corporations and government officials worldwide. This has caused a great deal of embarrassment to many important individuals, not the least Mr. Natrium, who was greatly surprised to be included in the paper. I mean, he is an executive, so it makes sense that he's a scummy person. I think we've got 2 spaces available for everyone for some point defense crit, but if we have to deconstruct something, then we will, but you know, we don't know what we need yet, or I don't know what we need yet, but still. All right, this is not a good look for a faction. Great deal of information about resistance will be exposed. Order Mr. Natrium out of the public eye until the heat cools down. Detain for 4 mission phases. We'll lose track of his movements. I mean, they won't lose track of him very much. Like, I guess this is going to be the same as going to ground, but he's super famous, so he's easy to keep an eye on. Anyway, user influence to try to bury the story. That's wickedly expensive and could land us into trouble in the New York legal system. Politely suggests that Mr. Natrium could contribute more to our cause. Allowed when this counselor does not have the extorted trait. So we pay some influence, we gain a crap ton of money. Mr. Natrium's loyalty will change by -6. Great deal of information about resistance will be exposed. He'll gain the extorted trait. If you check to see if better counselor to hire, if so, click 4 and then fire and hire someone else. He's pretty good. I think we'll just order him out of the public eye for a little bit. So for 4 cycles, he won't run anything. I think that's fine. It's been pretty good for us. Fission platform kit? Oh, it's a ship component. I'm sorry, am I writing negative money now? Maybe we do need space tourism. Oh, we lose his stats. Well, I didn't realize that. I just thought I wouldn't be able to give him a mission. Holy shit. That's really bad. So the problem is we are very vulnerable to being cracked down right now because we're over a command limit. I think we'll cross our fingers that it'll just work out. We could roll back to an autosave.
Order is returning.
Might even be a good idea to make colony ship send in Mercury. Wow, that sounds like a great idea, except we haven't unlocked the inner planet stuff yet. All right, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. We're just gonna eat it. Oh, there's some more booster. Actually, it's mission control, I think.
Recon complete.
Hold on, it looked like it came out of Canada, but we're not doing any of that in Canada. Are we happy with what this is? Oh, I bet you that was probably our last mission control. That's what that was. And it automatically turned off, and it's not in the list of priorities anymore. Oh, okay. So what do we want to do with Canada over here? Because we're just boosting we're just working on some generic maintenance here. We could invest in a little bit more boost, but of course Canada's not very equatorial. We could invest in military tech just so that our stat is a little bit higher when we merge up with the United States. Or what we do is we just work on funding. Because this is a long-term boost to the amount of money this gives us. Canada's not the richest, so I'm not sure how much that matters. Weird sounds going on upstairs. Why don't you do that? Or, I mean, we could boost the economy as well, just so we get more points to keep going. Must be coming from the outside. Maybe I do this. We'll try and improve their economy long term. Hell, you know what? Actually. There, we'll do this. This does mean the welfare investment and the unity investment is going to go down by, like, relatively, but I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, we're not going to run spoils in Canada. We have run it in other places. Okay, we've completed the alien activity investigation. Do not federate to make greater North America just invade Mexico and Canada. I mean, we have. The thing is, here's the thing. We won the war in Mexico, and now we're in control of it. How do I make it, like, if I actually just wanted to, like, grab the provinces and add in, which might be better. I want to do the federating because it's cool. It's not about being powerful. It's about hitting buttons. It's like when I play EU4 or whatever. You know, any of those. If you got a button you can hit to do nation forming, you just do it because you can.
Ready for my mission.
Because it's cool. All right, I'm not going to stabilize anymore over here. It's still, stable-wise, should still mostly be getting better. We're still, I mean, I guess we're not really investing heavily into the military, which is the one way to do it. But we're trying to improve the nation in other ways. I think I may be okay with this. Wait, where's the rest value again? 7.8. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's it's because we need to get the government and we need to get this fragmentation fixed. Now, pumping a bunch into Unity is not helping with our government rating, but it is helping at least with the cohesion. It's a long-term investment, which it may not matter once we do merge up, but oh well, you know what? It's fine. GNC, go and burn some alien life forms,
Taking
please.
it to them.
That's always going to feel
service.
good. We
Ready
still need to
orders.
figure out where the hell these aliens went. Do a surveil sort of over here.
Eyes
In
up.
case they went east. Mr. Natrum is
At the
captured,
goals.
which is a whole issue.
Standing by.
Ready for my mission.
Yeah, just investigate someone unknown. It's fine.
Investigating target.
Your orders.
Keep trying to assign Mr. Natrum.
Ready for orders.
We could consider starting a public campaign somewhere else for a next takeover. You know what? We can consider maybe starting to work on China. Still no one there right now. And actually, the servants have a lot of influence.
I will tell our story.
Well, we did do another surveil. They did a thing in Switzerland. We surveilled there again, and we didn't find them. We may go back again. Backer tour. Some of our major backers on Earth are very interested in touring the facilities aboard Mars base Damon. While the crew are already groaning about interruptions to their work, and security chiefs fret about the potential risks of letting outsiders on board, others recognize the opportunity to justify our backers' faith in us and, through them, influence development on Earth in our favor. We will, of course, have to pay for all their travel expenses. So I have no options for any of these. We don't have any science. We don't have any income there. We don't have any weaponry there. They can do a remote tour. Nothing happens. Okay, well. Dang. They couldn't have picked one of our orbital halves that had science. That would have been nice. Alien containment is done. Great.
We are ready to do some alien abductions of our own, Commander.
The facility is complete and testing is underway. We already have plans for what a large facility could look like, using this one as a blueprint. For now, we're confident this containment unit will serve to house a single captive Hydra. All that remains is to find our tenant. Okay, detect an alien operative, conduct a detain mission. It's also possible to locate an alien facility. Good. Okay, I want to finish the photonic computing. Well, do I? Shipyard, you know what? I am building that place, aren't I? And it's pretty cheap. All right, let's cycle the shipyard. And considering prepping towards some stuff here.
Prepping for next mission.
No, we got a dry hole event! Ah! Entirely predictable, yet hearing the very much finite deposit development to Tharsis Mons and almost completely tapped out still brought dismay to our planners. We'll do our best to mine any remaining reserves. Should not expect much more output from Mars Base Hint. Research into methods. Yeah, we did. All basic resources at Mars Base, minus 50%. Dang it. We got 2 techs that lower the chance of this. Alright, space dock, shipyard's an upgrade. Okay. We don't have enough science. Okay, turns out that science attribute does have that value.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Repeat and continue in China. Minus to their enemy crackdown stuff. Does
Target destroyed.
Burnating the country sign. Good. Health time to sell him. I guess that's a possibility, right? Once that is gone. New orgs. Okay. Well, what we're gonna have to do is we will have to stop here.
What's the op?
Chronicle, we're still trying to figure out where that agent went. I'm gonna lock you in there so I don't kind of forget that this is something we're looking to do.
Ready.
I'm gonna try to check some of these others in and around, but either in France or Germany here.
Surveilling target.
Because that's maybe even where they
What's
moved.
the op?
But we'll see. All right, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Man, this is a great game. I really like it. I mean, in theory, Hint is still going to give us some resources, and maybe we could use it for something other than mining, or maybe we could sell it off. That is entirely true. I probably need to take a look and queue up some more things here. We got tons of resources we could probably be doing. Again, we are hoping to get the inner planet stuff relatively soon. We've got the prereq. All that has to happen is one of these sciences has to complete with us in the lead so that we can pick the inner planet stuff, and then we can set up what should be very potent research bases around Mercury or something like that. We'll see. We're going to raid a Kiss for Lux channel right now. Our next live stream is on Wednesday, where we will be playing more of this. And then Saturday, I don't know what Saturday is going to be because we finished our RimWorld run. So we're going to do something else. I'm going to keep Terra Invicta to just Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays will be something else, which in theory means 4 hours of 2 different games every week, which is good. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Could be something old, could be something new. I do want to take a look at Foundry. Maybe Saturday would be a good day for that. We will see how it goes. But for now, we'll raid a Kiss for Luck, give her some love. I'll see you on Wednesday. Yes, Esoteric Fish is Foundry as well. Yeah, see? Great minds. Great minds. Could be something multiplayer as well. Could you, depending on what it is, one of the challenges I've always had with the multiplayer stuff is figuring out something that works well for just like a little quick session for an hour. We could at some point figure out something that works for like an extended period of time. I'm still wondering for something like that is if we just pick one of the random free-to-play MMOs, like Lord of the Rings Online, D&D Online, or something like that, and just have a day of it. And that could still be a hoot. Anyway, again, I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, everyone. Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Oh, Glenn, you know me. You do know me, my weakness.